Well, good afternoon everyone and welcome to Eggs Orchids, and I have a big apology to make to you. I said last week that I was going to a show yesterday and an auction yesterday, which I did, but I took a few videos, but not very many, which aren't worth watching, and I was so wrapped up with the people talking to me and auctions that I didn't get to photograph it well, so I am sorry about that. So I hope you accept my apologies. The auction went very well. We sold a lot of plants at decent prices, and I got rid of all mine for around about 40 odd quid. I sold five frags for 40 odd quid, so it wasn't bad really. They're only outer seedling size. But it comes that time of year when we have to do some repotting. It all has to be repotted by the end of March, so I'll just try and do one or two now. Well, I've chosen these three out of many I have to do, so I thought I'd choose the big one, a medium one and a small one. Now the small one is the Pahiopedilum delanite vinicola, and it's got a sort of a leaf span of around about 19 centimetres. The other one is a Philippinense super, which has got a leaf span of around about 47 centimetres, and the big one is a Rothschildianum cross colour Pekingii, which I think is a Bell Royal, and that's around about 97 centimetres in leaf span. So we'll just start by doing the small one first. We'll just take this out of its pot and have a look, see if the roots are doing okay. Been in here for about 12 months, and this is one that the roots were pretty awful, so I'm hoping there is some roots. There might not be, but we'll see. Yep, it's got some roots at long last. There we are. Some quite nice roots too. 1, 2, 3 big ones and 1, 2, 3 small ones, and they're all very hard. No signs of growing tips on them yet, but they're quite light at the end, so I should imagine some growing tips will come shortly. You notice I just use bark and a few grow stones, a bit of everything I put in, you know, a bit of seedling compost as well, orchiata. So I never use sphagnum moss. I hate it in well, virtually anything. It keeps everything too wet and it dries up too quickly and takes all the moisture out, and if it keeps too wet it kills the roots by drowning them, cuts the air off. This is my opinion anyhow. A lot of people do things differently, but I never use sphagnum moss. So that's the Pahiopedilum delanite. So we'll put that on one side, ready for it to be repotted. Next we have the Philippinense, and it's just coming up with a new growth there, so I'm expecting these roots to be okay, but you never know with Pahiopedilums. This has been in this pot for 18 months. The bark doesn't look too bad yet neither. So we'll just take it out if we can. Ooh, a bit tight. There it goes. Well, you see, still no sphagnum moss in. And look at that plant. Look at those roots on a Pahiopedilum. Everyone rock hard. So very pleased with that. There's a bit of a mark on the leaf here. This looks like it's going to come off. Yeah, it is now. Let's take it off. That's it. Anything else? These not ready for coming off yet. So as you can see, it's got a bundle of roots there. Again, no white tips growing, just might be a little bit early in the seed. Oh, there's one soft one there. So we'll just nip that off. This one there. Get rid of that one. And this, just the top of this one. Cut it back to where you can see some good growth. There's some live root, that's it. No, everything else is nice and hard. So that's that one to be put on one side. Throw that leaf away. As you can see, this hasn't been in a very deep pot. I haven't got many Pahiopedilums in deep pots, but I think this is time we have one. The roots are starting to go round and round, but I'll repot this in a deep pot so the roots can start going downwards. I do this with the frags and it works, so this time we started doing it with the paths. Just another thing about this Philippinense, I've had it a long time, but it's not putting up any new growth yet. The thing is about these Philippinenses that when they do put up new growth, the new fans take a long time to get some roots. It's like the mother plant wants it to get to a certain size before it starts giving it some new roots. So never split them until they're quite big, these things. And the last one for today is this Rothschildianum cross collar Pekingii, which I believe is Bell Royal. So we'll just have a look at this. This has been in here quite some time now. Oh, this is really stuck. You know, it's been in here a long time, yet the bark is still good. Strange. Look at the roots. Ooh, I must put this down and show you the roots properly. I'll get the camera a little bit closer, then you can see them. Now this has got some beautiful roots on it, all with new growing tips on. So that's doing a very good job at growing. That black under there I presume will be soft, so I'll remove all that. Give this blackness here a good clean up. That always comes with growth. I think when the leaves grow it drags a little bit of the muck up from the medium. So that's what it looks like, the Bell Royal, collar Pekingii, whatever you're pleased to call it. And up to now all the roots are doing very well, but undoubtedly I will find some that are horrible, and I'll show you those as well. So I'll pot this Philippinense up in a deeper pot, and that's the pot I'm going to use. It's a 2 litre pot, and I've just put some new mixture down here, which is ordinary bark, the pinister bark, some growth stones, and a little bit of pumice in there. And what I'll do at the end, when I've potted it up, I'll sprinkle some Orchiata seedling compost on top and just give it a big bang, and that'll sort it all out in the middle of the pot. So that should do a bit of good as well. So here we are, we'll pot this up in this pot. We'll just see if this fits in here first. Yep, fits in beautiful. So I'll put a load of this in so that we can get it to the right depth. little bit more. Yeah, that'll do. I can always lift it up a little bit. You can never push it down, but I can always lift it up. And I just hope this will do as well as the frags in these pots. But the colour Pekingia looks like it's doing okay, so this should be okay as well once it gets going. I mean, I have had plants at this size, bought them in at this size, Pahiopedilums, and 4 years later they're still that size. So that happens quite a lot. Higher than that root there, that's better. Make sure just the bottom of the plant's covered. One root sticking out there at the top, but that's okay. That'll be quite natural, that'll happen in the wild. And I've just got some Pahiopedilums seedling compost here, which I'll just sprinkle on top. Looks rather neat like that, but some of it will go down when you pat it. This is my way of doing these things, so it works for me, but there's lots of other ways it can work for other people. So if this gives some people some ideas what to do, I'm very happy about that. But as I said before, I will find some plants that are no good whatsoever. And with that I mean they'd have absolutely terrible roots on them. So that's that done. I'll not repot all three because you've seen me repotting before, and I have a lot to do, so that's those three done. About another 50 or 60 to go at now, so thank you very much for watching, and until next time. And I hope they're all not repotting videos, because I even get fed up repotting them sometimes, and I'm sure you'll get fed up watching them. So thank you very much for watching this one, and until next time, I'll see you all later. Bye.